Okay, this is part two of creative problem solving. So this story comes from 1960s England, and the dairy industry there was in trouble. They needed to sell more milk or cheese, and they hired a very good advertising agency. The advertising agency went out and looked at culture and found that men at lunch were leaving their office jobs to go to the pub to have a pint, and then they would leave the pub to go somewhere else to get food because pubs did not have kitchens. And someone saw an opportunity there, and they said, why don't we invent something? We're going to call it the plowman's lunch. It's going to be a hunk of bread, a hunk of cheese, and an ale, and we'll sell it as a package. And we will provide all of the marketing materials for this plowman's lunch to the pubs. They don't have to get a kitchen. All they have to do is get a fridge. But then people won't leave the pub to go get food somewhere else. They pitched it to the pubs. The pubs said great, and it was so successful that it soon caught on to the point where everyone just assumed that the plowman's lunch was a real thing, that plowmans were coming off the fields like way back in the day, and they were having a hunk of cheese, a hunk of bread, and an ale for lunch. In fact, there are now celebrity chef renditions of like Jamie Oliver's version of the plowman's lunch, but the plowman's lunch is not a real thing. It was a creative solution to a dairy industry problem that benefited both the pubs because people were staying there longer and the dairy farmers. And I find the plowman's lunch so fascinating because people immediately just assumed that it has always been a part of culture, and so now it is.